Good stuff. Good stuff. Post-COVID recovery. So I think when someone does have COVID, what we're seeing right now is that the effects on the lungs are significant. And so we need to do all the things that we can do to improve lung function, to make sure that we're healing the lungs on a deep level. If we're still dealing with some of the effects, like our lungs are actually, we're having trouble breathing, we're doing some of that stuff, I would continue to do some of the treatments that helped you get over COVID. So I would continue to do, some of the breathing treatments, some of the breathing exercises that we're showing are really helpful. I would continue doing some of the supplementation that helps to get the lungs healthier. The other two things that I would really highly recommend is to find a facility that does pulsed EMF treatments, PEMF. That's something that we have here that helps to drive oxygen and blood flow into these deeper tissues. Particularly if we target the lungs, that helps tremendously with lung repair. It really helps get some oxygen transfer into the lungs and helps your body repair that. If you have really negative effects from that, from having COVID, if somebody's really dealing with that, I would look for somewhere that does soft hyperbaric oxygen chambers. Those aren't terribly expensive to get involved in, and do some bouts of 10 sessions, take a month or two off, 20 sessions or so, depends on how severe that is. And hopefully the hyperbaric oxygen doc that you could find and work with would guide you through that. But it really will help if you can get into some of those, and that would be more on the severe case, somebody who's dealing with some deep issues. They're still having a lot of trouble. I would catch this on the front end and go ahead and be kind of proactive with it, because we know the more that accumulates and we let the damage and we let some of these effects take hold, the harder it is for your body to catch up. So those are things that I would start with. We could kind of go down the rabbit hole with that, but those are some pretty easy things for a lot of people. Something that we could look at that I know a lot of benefit comes from is sauna use. To be honest with you, sitting in a sauna for 20 minutes has been shown to really increase lung capacity in athletes. I don't think we know that answer with COVID patients, but if you're to a point where you feel like you can be walking outside and you can exercise that much, where you're walking for 10 minutes or so, I think you could probably do a sauna for 10 minutes at that point and at least try that. We know that helps in a healthy population. We don't know that. This is not medical advice. This is just kind of what the research says. So that's kind of where I see post-COVID treatment going for a lot of people. I think, getting into and continuing a lot of those health habits that hopefully boost your immune system, like we're talking about, will make you come out of that better. But we are seeing effects that might be lasting. So I would get it on the front end. So